It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon? So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
Throwing to start this game. Escapes out to the left. Going deep right away. That's grabbed inside the 30. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. To throw it on first down. Finds the in route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Throwing from the gun here. Flush down out to his left. Now here. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Eagles and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. They go play action on first. Flushed out of the pocket. They connect on the deep shot. The 30. Gets the 10. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Pass play now. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 2nd and 15. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run. Deep. Big gain downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Play action on first down. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Here's a throw. He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing. He's got it deep downfield. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now, to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
Has it downfield, working the left. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Jamison Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Ravens trying to finish that one off and claim victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Buying some time right. Throwing deep down the near side. This finds Smith. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. They go play action here. Hits his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Has it at the 7. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Headed out right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Flush down out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Second and 10 now. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He's on the move. Hits him on the in route. Running in the red zone. And that's gonna be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We gotta see what this flag is all about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Still 1st down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Motioning him from the slot right. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
They put a receiver in motion right. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Chased out to his right. On the move. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's now a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.